Good evening, good morning, by the time you're watching it. A bit of a unboxing and setting up of the Minelab Vanquish 440. Right, so what's in the box? Register your product information. Getting started, quick start guide, how to build it up, and what all the features are, what each button does on your control panel. Some more bump. They didn't used to put these in. It's a rain cover for your control box, which is quite handy. Right, we'll put that there for now. It's battery operated. It's not rechargeable. You can buy rechargeable batteries for it, but you don't get them. You get the Minelab batteries. Minelab wired headphones. It's not a wireless machine. Right, they come with it. Put them back in there for now. Right, get rid of that. Right, that's the top part of your stem with your arm cup. Extremely light, really light. Not sure what it's made of, but there's no weight to that whatsoever. Right, there's your control box, and this is your battery compartment in there. Right, oh, and they've got quick lock, which is actually better than the Equinox range, because they're like a walking stick kind of set up with a push ball. That's quite good. And your bottom stem. That's your strap for your arm cup. I don't tend to bother with them but it's there. But if you do, that's your coil bolt. And the last thing in the box, by no means the least, is the V10 coil. Right, make a bit of room here. Right, we'll build it up, see how quick we can do this then. Right, so when you build it up, always have your V10 bit, your coil facing away from yourself. I've read any instructions. It looks very much straightforward. Yeah, nearly before I got the Equinox, I did do a lot of looking at one of these, but I just got such a good deal on the Equinox. That's what I opted for. But I did have my eye on one of these. Only thing that put me off is the control panel. Looks a little bit toyified. I'll get this lined up in a minute. Have a look into it. Right, that'll make it a bit easier, won't it? Oh, in somewhere. We're somewhere near. This is probably going to be the longest part of the job. Try to line that all up. I'm missing something here. I got it right way up. You know, right way and the wrong way. But look at it. So that does go in that way. It's extremely it's a tight fit, shall we say. Not an issue, not an issue at all. Right, now we're lined up. At one side anyway. Yeah, I'd recommend putting your coil on before you build it all up, then you ain't got all the rest of it in your way. Right. I'm making this look like it's an hard job out there. It'd help if I put it there so you can see what we're doing. Are we in yet? Are we nearly there yet? It's not lined up quite right. It's a lot more of a faff than the Equinox. The Equinox just goes straight in, sweet as a nut, with a nut up back, sweet as a nut. Right. I'll just pause this, get this in and come back to you, stay waffling on just with this bit. Right, I'm back with you. Actually, we were actually screwing in it, but it's that finer thread and such a long thread, you've got quite a bit to wind it in. Whereas I thought I wasn't even going in. It's a little bit tight, that, I don't want it too tight. Yeah, that's alright. Don't like it too tight, I like it so I can, if terrain alters a little bit, you can just put it on the ground and it'll move with you, but you don't want it too flat because it's going to be all over the place when you're picking it up. Right, next part in. Right, so undo the quick lock. And there's a little rubber clip on this end. Does that stay on? I think so. It's tight if it does. Right, let me just do a quick look in this quick start book. Don't want to be forcing it on if that clip needs to come off. It doesn't say anything about removing anything, to be fair. Can't see a lot good, but actually goes off with that cam lock inside there. But it must do something. Right, setting time locking. So right, there you go. Once you get in the right position, cam lock, so it's locked. There you go. And then the arm cup part of the shaft is the same with the cam lock. And just put that on the table. Cam lock. Right. There you go, so that's in. So get that adjusted to however you want it. It's about right for me. Lock the cam lock. Right, I'll just get the cable, the coil, just lengthen lower stem slightly to get it so you're comfortable with it. Maybe a bit more. Slide a bit more out. Cam lock back in. Easy enough to adjust. Yep, that's good for me. Then it's just a case of wrapping your coil lead and your stem. when you plug it in, I always make sure you've got a little bit of wiggle room on your coil, so if it gets moved, it's not going to snag on anything. Just pause that volume. Yep, so there you go. That's not causing any issues whatsoever. And then your DIN plug then locates into here on your unit. It's got a cut-out bit, so you can't get it wrong. Just see where the cut-out bit is on there. There we go. So the cut-out bit is at the top, and the old locking fitting on there. Get that nice and tight. Right, I'll just unpack these batteries and we'll come back to you. Right, we've got batteries open, we've actually put them in. Don't even think you'd be wanting to watch me putting them in and all that malarkey. Right, so a little recess underneath your cover. Lift it up. There's your batteries. In you go. And then obviously you've got your cover on at top, and that'll waterproof it to a certain level anyway. Yeah, it's just a shame these weren't waterproof. And I don't think these actually were included when I first looked at one of these, because that sort of put me off, that it could only go out when it were dry. But they did sell them separately, but now, like I said earlier, I do believe they throw it, well, it did come with pack, so there you go. Other thing we did cover, headphones. There's a little jack in this bottom corner here. You can see it. There. That's where your headphones go. Right, we'll turn it on and have a look at some settings on it. Right, we're all ready to rock and roll. Right, pretty simple machine, by the look of it. I hadn't even read instructions. I know a little bit about it from watching on YouTube when I showed a bit of interest in buying one. So, there's your power button. There you go, ready to go. Don't ground balance, that's it, you're ready to go. Very simplex, ready to go. No experience needed. Right, so it starts you off in coin mode, which you can see, that's your coin mode there, and that's your discrimination, but you've got a lot there notched out. If you go into this button there, that changes your modes. So that's put us in relic mode. That's brought a little bit of discrimination back in. But the one that everybody seems to be using is the jewellery mode. Brings all that back in there. Press it again, and this setting, you can make your own setting up. That's it, you can get into our menus and, well, basically, it's just a plus minus and what have you. But we'll set it up on the ring mode, the jewellery mode. See, you've got 0 all the way up to 40 included. 0 to -9 is discriminated. So, top left here, you've got your battery, how much battery you've got. I ain't got a clue how long 4 AA batteries last in one of these. This next one here, like a little swirl, that's your sensitivity. When you turn it on, I believe it sets it up in right place where you need to be fair. 2 notches back. So this toggle button here, plus or minus, that's your sensitivity. So if it's true to form, I should get 2 clicks out of that. 1, 2. Press it again, and when it makes that beep, that's it, you're at max. So we'll go back 2 on your -1, 2. even in kitchen, full sensitivity, it was a little bit too much. Back it down to, I mean, there's fridges, appliances, there's a TV outside of me, everything, and that's quite stable. Next one there, that's your volume. There's your volume buttons. The beep there tells you on your maximum, so you can back it down and you can see your bars move on there. This button there, that puts it in all iron mode, so if you watch up here on discrimination, it'll bring all that back in. Never use machine, so I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing. On Equinox 600, I tend to have all that running, but I keep the tones low, keep it really low, so it's just you can just hear it in background, but it don't bother you. Right, so that's that. That button there, that's your pinpointer. You get over the target, press that. We're obviously not over the target, but you press that. It'll press and hold it. It'll start looking for target, give you an idea where to be digging. Right, I think we've covered just about everything with this machine. It's just so simple. Oh, that's your edit button, so you can actually edit each individual setting. I won't bother with that, to be fair. If you're going to edit anything, I'd just go on to your this one here where you can make your own settings up and go with that. I'd leave all your others as they are. If you like one of the other ones, so say you like your jewellery mode, but you want to tweak it a bit, I'd possibly leave that and then go on to one where you can alter it and then do it from there. But that's my preference. But anyway, we'll get some targets going and have a look at VDI numbers, have a little listen to it, and then as soon as I've done that, I will compare it to the Knox 600. I'm hoping they're going to be pretty much the same, because I'm used to numbers on Knox. But right, let's go. Right, what we got? I've made a bit of a list, and I'll write VDIs down and I'll compare it. Right, so first one we're going with is a Roman coin. Right. Right, so that's coming up at 17. I'll write that down. 17. Next one. This is absolute belter. It's a big, massive beast. The size of that. I know it's only an air test and everything, but just get a bit of an idea what's happening with it and compare it to Knox. Right, so this is a William III 1695 crown, full silver. That's a 36, 37. And I'm sure on Knox that come up at 35. We'll put 36. Next one. Musket shot. Probably Civil War. It's got some age to it. It's lead. $16, but the sound of that. Right, I've got the old ring pulleys. I think they're about 16. No, that's 14. Anyway, while I've done that one, I may as well put that down. So we had the musket ball, 16. Right, what one now? Queen Victoria, 4p. Have a little bit with that. Tiny little coin. Didn't even know 4p existed till I found that. We'll see what that is. 22. Solid 22. So that's 22. And then the old ship's halfpenny. George the 6th, I believe, or 5th. VI, whatever that is. We'll go with 27 on that one. I like this one. Little navel button. We've got it about an 18. A little thimble. It was squashed unfortunately, but on it thimble I've got. Makes it bangs them sounds out, even though when it's not that great, so I'm not sure about that. That coming at 11. Right, and then we've got George the Sixth Threepence, 1943. Who likes that? We'll put that as a 25. And then we've got Elizabeth Sixpence, 1956. $10. Would you dig that? That's the thing. Would you dig that? At 10. Well, obviously you've got to try, haven't you? Right, we'll get next. The old favourite. Queen Elizabeth, 2pence, 1971. Banger. You'll find loads of these in the UK. $29. I'll put that down as 29. And then we'll go with the old ring pull. 13. So bang that down as a 13. Right, we'll fire knocks up and see if they're pretty similar. Just one thing before I get the knocks out, just show you how compact this can be. No, you come up there, get that right up there, lock it in. Small thing. And even just take that totally out, like that, and that's it, your full length. Even, a bit of a life hack, put that in that end like that, so it's all as one still, and that's your length. Nice as out. You get that collapsed down, fully on that. It doesn't really matter about that, but the tie to that detector there, I mean that, if you want to take your kids out detecting, I mean, I'd say a 5-year-old would be ideal with that. We'll probably know what they do with it, but it collapses down really small as that. I've got knocks fired up, knock 600. Did a ground balance, and I've had to turn sensitivity down. It was going mental, so I think we're on 20. Knocked it off 5. Right, we'll do the same test. First one up is the Roman. $15. Right. On the Vanquish, it was 17. Right, the William III Crown. That come up at 36. I'm sure it was 35 when I got this. Well, 33. But like I say, it's just an air test. It's just to give you a rough idea. Right, next one. Musket shot, 16 on Vanquish. close enough. 15. Right, the old fourpence, tiny little thing. 22. And it was bang on, 22 on Vanquish. So using this, it's probably going to be plain sailing. The George V ship's halfpenny. That was 27 on Vanquish. I tell you what, not far out. Not far out at all. Tell you what, this is a £320, no, £329 machine versus a £600 machine. I know it's only air testing in kitchen, but it's that Vanquish, it's not a bad beast. Right, naval button, 18 on Vanquish. It's thereabouts, isn't it? It's thereabouts. Thereabouts. What we got next? Thimble. Thimble 11. There you go. It's a match. 11. Are the old threepence. 1943 threepence. That coming at 25. 24. They're pretty much bang on, aren't they? Identical. Right, then what we got? Elizabeth sixpence. That coming at 10. 9. Same again. Right, then we'll go to the I went at the banger, have we yet? The 1971 2p piece. I don't think there were many minted that year. Only about 20 billion. That come up 29. Can't argue with that. More or less same. And then for our favourite find, the old ring pull, 13 on the Vanquish. Yeah. They're a good match. But it's the Vanquish is 300 quid cheaper. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy. I'll when I go out on Saturday, I'll do another bit of a review. But for money, I mean, I know it's not waterproof. It looks like a toy, but well, we'll see. Feels decent. Looks like a toy. It's lightweight. VDI numbers are the same as the Knox, but we'll do another one on Saturday when we go out, and we'll see what we find. Till the next.
That's all, folks.